Hey guys, good evening for me here as I record this video. Today we're going to be doing grade 5 lesson 1. Put your name at the top of the paper and after that write the date. The day I'm recording this will be the 6th of September in 2023. Question number 1. Underline each number or write each underlined number in word form. The underlined number here is the 4 in the 100s place, which we can find by counting from 1 to 10 and from 10 to 100. So you'll write the name of the number, which is 4, and then you'll write the name of the place it's in, which is 100. Alright, question number 1. You go from the ones place here to the tens place. After you find the underlined number, you can stop counting because we don't need to find the name of any of these numbers on the side. So we know that the underlined number is the 2 in the 10 spot. So that would be 20 because 2 tens is 20. Number 2, from ones to tens and from tens to hundreds. You don't need to count the 1 because it's not underlined. After you get to the underlined number, you can stop counting, remember? 6 in the 100 spots will be 600. Question number 3. 9 in the 1 spot. You can stop counting, you don't need to count the rest of it, because all it's asking you for is the 9 in the 1 spot, which would just be 9, because 9 ones is 9. Number 4. From ones to tens, tens to hundreds, and hundreds to thousands, you don't have to count this number because that's where it ends. 4 in the thousands place will be 4,000. So here there's 2 underlined numbers. This is new, but you can still use the same rules. You go from ones to tens, tens to 100, and hundreds to thousands, and you don't need to count anything after the 2 underlined numbers. Now here, we need to start knowing which way to count. Which number do you put first, 1 or 9? You count from the largest number backwards. So you would start with the thousands and then move on to the hundreds. So you would say 1,000, and since there's 900s, you would write 900. That would be your final answer. Lastly, we have ones to tens, tens to hundreds, hundreds to thousands, and thousands to 10,000s. We don't need to count this number because the underlined numbers stop here. Right here we can write that 8 is in the 10,000s place, so you'd write 80,000. The next number would be the 7 in the tens place, 70, and the last number is 5 in the ones place, which will be 5. That's your final answer. Section number 2. Write each number in word form. We can do the same thing as we did in section number 1, and in section number 2, just imagine every number in the number is underlined. Every digit in the number is underlined. So you would say that the 4 in the ones, well, you count from the largest number backwards, right? So the 5 in the tens place will be 50, and the 4 in the ones place would be 4. That's your answer. Number 2, 84. How do I know this? You go from the ones to the tens. Every number is underlined in this number. So you would say 8 in the tens place, 80. You're going to put your hyphens. 4 in the ones place would be 4. That would be your answer. Number 3, the entire number is underlined. We know from counting that this is the 1,000th place value. You do not need to write out anything for the zeros because there's no digit inside of that place value. 0 does not count as a digit. So your full answer here would be 1,000. Number 4, it's a little bit of a bigger number, but still okay. We know that tens, hundreds, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So that would be 1/10,000, 10,000. You skip the 0. Second number is 8 in the hundreds. 800. Third number is 4 in the tens. 40. Last number is 9 in the ones. 9. Your full answer should be 1,849. 10,849. Sorry. Lastly, we have this one here. Same thing. We know that 5 is in the 10,000s place, so we write 50,000. Second number is 1, so you change this to 51,000. Third number is 9 in the hundreds, 900. 8 in the tens, 80, and there's a 0, so we don't need to write anything for that. Your final answer should be 51,980. Write each number in standard form. So this is just working backwards. Instead of giving us this number and expecting us to make the word form of it like this, you would go from the word form to the number. This is pretty simple. All you need to do is multiply the number that you see by the word that's separated by the comma to the other digits. So here you would do 3 times 100, 300, plus 87, which is 387. That would be your answer. Number 2, you could write 9,000 plus 400 plus 19, which would be 9,419. Number 3, 1,800, 1,800, 63, 1,863. Number 4, 5,003. 5,000 plus 3 is 5,003. Number 5, 60 plus 1, 61. Number 6, 500 plus 70 plus 2, 572. Number 7, 400 plus 1. 400 plus 1 is 401. Number 8, 6,000 plus 500 plus 1 will be 6,501. A quick way to be able to figure these out is to substitute the number of the... So they'll always give you the largest number first, and if there's a 0 in the place that another number would occupy, so for example there's a 0 in the 1 spot, and 2 is a number that has a place value of 1, then you would just replace this number. So you would say 500 plus 2 is 502. Same thing with any other place value, 7s and the 10s. You would replace the 7 for the tens value here because this is a 0. So you would say 572. Moving on to the final page, we have word problems. This summer, a farmer harvested 400 apples, 70 bananas, and 9 pumpkins. How many fruits did the farmer harvest in total? You can see that the numbers here are 400, 70, and 9. And when it says total, basically that means add them all up. So you would say 400 plus 70 plus 9. And your final answer should be 479. Number 2. Out of the fruits harvested, the farmer cannot sell 23 apples, 4 bananas, and 1 pumpkin because they are rotten. How many fruits can the farmer sell? All you need to do is subtract the total number of fruits, 479, minus 23 apples, plus 4 bananas, plus 1 pumpkin, which would be 28 fruits total. The answer to this question would be 451 total fruits that the farmer can sell. Number 2, there are about 27,902 days left until the year 2100. Write the number of days in word form. So, to write the number of days in word form, you count the place values. 2's in the 10,000s, so you would write 20,000. 7's in the thousands value, so you write 27,000. 9's in the hundreds, so you'd write 900. Skip over the 0, go to the 2. 2's in the ones place, so you'd write 2. Your final answer should be 27,902. write the number of days in addition form. Addition form would be adding the different numbers but putting zeros in the other place values. So you would say 20,000 plus 700, 7,000 plus 900 plus 2, because because up here you can see that 20,000 right here, 20,000 transfers down here, 700 or 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 900, 900, and 2. Thanks for joining me here today. That's going to be all.